So 2024 is almost coming to an end, and this year has been packed with amazing animated movies. And if you're an animated movie lover, you won't want to miss this video, because today I'm counting down the top 20 best animated movies of 2024. So,
let's dive right in.
Number 20 in the list we have The Tiger's Apprentice. The story centers on a boy named Tom, who discovers that he belongs to a long lineage of magical protectors known as the Guardians. Under the guidance of a mythical tiger named Mr. Who, Tom begins training to embrace his role and prepare for the battle against a dark force that threatens humanity. As Tom becomes Mr. Who's magical apprentice, he teams up with a group of mythological misfits to protect the ancient phoenix from Vatten and the Clan of Nine, who wish to use its powers for evil. Number 19 in the list we have Thelma the Unicorn. This movie follows the story of Thelma, a small farm pony who dreams of becoming a famous musician alongside her bandmates, Otis the Donkey and Reggie the Llama, who form a band called the Rusty Buckets. When a clumsy truck driver accidentally drenches Thelma in glitter and pink paint, she ends up looking like a unicorn. Her appearance attracts a small crowd to her farm, and she seizes the opportunity to perform for them. Okay, I won't spoil it anymore, but trust me, it's a must-watch for you. Number 18 in the list we have Hit Pig. The story follows a pig who is a clever bounty hunter. He is offered $1 million to track down a dancing elephant that has been stolen and return it to a Las Vegas circus. So, he goes on an adventure to capture the elephant, and what happens to him along the way, and how he captures the elephant. For this, you'll have to watch this movie. I really enjoyed it, and I believe you will enjoy it too. Number 17 in the list we have Spellbound. The story follows a girl named Elian, the daughter of the rulers of Lumbria. When a mysterious spell turns her parents into monsters, she embarks on a daring adventure to break the spell and save the kingdom. Number 16 in the list we have The Garfield Movie. The story follows everyone's favorite lasagna-loving cat, who returns on another hilarious and heartwarming adventure. This time, he reunites with his long-lost father, who is a scruffy street cat that draws Garfield into an incredible outdoor adventure. Number 15 in the list we have That Christmas. The story revolves around the townsfolk of Wellington-on-Sea. When the worst snowstorm in history disrupts everyone's plans, including Santa's, it sets off a series of intertwined tales about family, friends, love, and loneliness, and Santa making a big mistake. Number 14 in the list we have 10 Lives. The story follows a selfish and pampered cat named Beckett, who doesn't appreciate his good life, even after being rescued and loved by Rose, a kind and caring student. When a boy named Larry returns to help Rose with her bee preservation research, Beckett gets jealous and tries to get rid of him, but ends up losing his 9th life in the process. However, he is offered one final chance to make amends, with 9 different lives to do so. From being a fish to a dog and experiencing 9 unique lives, how this adventure changes him is something you must watch in this movie. Number 13 in the list we have Despicable Me 4. The story follows Gru, who is pulled back into action when a charming yet dangerous villain, Maxime Lamal, threatens his family. With the help of an unexpected ally, Gru embarks on a thrilling mission filled with twists, humor, and of course his mischievous minions. Number 12 in the list we have If. The story follows a young girl named Bee, who goes through a difficult experience when she begins to see everyone's imaginary friends who have been left behind as their real-life friends have grown up. So she embarks on a journey to help them reunite with their original children, including herself. Through this magical adventure, Bee learns the power of imagination, the importance of family, and the healing nature of friendship. Number 11 in the list we have Orion and the Dark. This film follows a kid named Orion, who is afraid of everything, especially the dark. But when the dark itself pays him a visit, it takes him on a delightful adventure around the world. It's a feel-good movie that you should definitely watch at least once. Trust me, you will definitely love it. Number 10 in the list we have Memoir of Snails. The story follows Grace Padell, a young girl in 1970s Melbourne, Australia, who develops a passion for collecting snails to honor the memory of her late mother. After the sudden death of her father, Grace and her twin brother Gilbert are sent to separate foster homes, leading to years of hardship and heartbreak. While Gilbert faces abuse, Grace struggles with loneliness loneliness and depression, clinging to her snail collection as her only comfort. It's an emotional story that tugs at the heartstrings, though the movie's low budget led to some noticeable lip-sync issues. Despite that, it's a beautifully crafted film with a powerful narrative, and I definitely recommend it to young adults. Number 9 in the list we have Kung Fu Panda 4. While it may not be the strongest installment in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, it still earns its place in the top 20 animated movies of 2024. The story continues with Po, who has become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. He must find and train a new dragon warrior while stopping a wicked sorceress, the Chameleon, who plans to resummon all the master villains from the spirit realm. Number 8 in the list we have Mufasa the Lion King. The movie follows Rafiki the Mandrill, who tells the origin story of Mufasa to Kiara, the granddaughter of Mufasa and daughter of Simba. The story follows the orphan Mufasa, who is befriended by the young prince Taka, known as Scar, and adopted by Taka's family, and tell us how Mufasa become the king. Number 7 in the list we have Moana 2. The story picks up with Moana returning to the sea for a new adventure, this time with the goal of discovering new lands and solving a growing crisis that threatens her island. Alongside her trusty demigod Maui and new companions, Moana must face even bigger challenges and make difficult decisions that will test her leadership and courage. With stunning animation and colorful ocean, Moana 2 continues the journey of one of Disney's most beloved heroines. Number 6 in the list we have Flow. This movie has no dialogues, just visuals, and they are absolutely amazing. In this movie, the nature of the universe told through the actions and emotions of a solitary cat who is forced to take refuge with the group of other animals in order to survive an apocalyptic event. It's an absolutely beautiful, visually stunning animated film, so don't miss it. Number 5 in the list we have Transformers 1. The story takes us back to the origins of the Autobots and Decepticons, exploring their early days on Cybertron. As the two factions prepare for war, a young Optimus Prime must rise to lead his people while facing personal struggles and a growing threat from Megatron. With stunning visuals and epic battles, Transformers 1 brings a fresh perspective to the iconic franchise. Number 4 in the list we have The Wild Robot. The story follows Roz, a robot who unexpectedly wakes up on a remote island with no memory of her past. As she navigates the wilderness, she must learn to adapt and survive, forming bonds with the island's animal inhabitants. But when a new threat emerges, Roz must decide whether to embrace her human-made nature or become part of the wild world around her. It is one of the most beautiful animated movie of all time, so don't miss it. Number 3 in the list we have Ultraman Rising. The story follows a young hero who inherits the powerful legacy of Ultraman, a legendary protector of Earth. As a new wave of monstrous threats emerges, he must step into the giant suit of Ultraman to defend humanity. With intense battles and stunning visuals, Ultraman Rising delivers an epic adventure that will keep you on the edge of your seat. This is personally one of my favorite animated movies of 2024, and I don't spoil you more about it. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to give it a try. You will definitely love it. Number 2 in the list, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The story follows Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, who are tasked with stopping a powerful and mysterious new adversary, Shadow the Hedgehog. But Shadow is too powerful for them to defeat by themselves, so the trio forms an unlikely alliance with Dr. Robotnik in hopes of stopping Shadow and protecting the planet. However, the matter is complicated when Robotnik is reunited with his long-lost grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who has his own sinister plans. So how do they stop Shadow and the two Robotniks? For this, you have to watch the movie. Number 1 in the list we have Inside Out 2. It is no doubt one of the best sequel for an animated movie ever, and people love it so much that it now become the highest grossing animated movie ever. I know you already have watched it, but if not, then what you're waiting for. So there you have it, the top 20 best animated movies of 2024. If you haven't watched any of them yet, make sure to give them a try. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.